presents the Beat Basement, where you hear from your livest producers, all of them. And this is where it all goes down, where you hear the funky sounds from the producers that's up and coming to Grammy Award winning, all of them. And I'm your host Swish, and we going in, everything going in.
Say it. Pouring up a slush with slush. 16. Woo. Bank account. Stack up a large amount. Gone through the cash, I done lost count. Had to stay down till I found a better ride. Bank account. Fill up my bank account. These niggas flex, do it for the cloud. Big body, back can, back and out. Bank account. If my brother don't like you, we take you out. These niggas flexing with small amounts.
What's going on, man? How y'all doing, man? It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for featuring me, man. My Instagram is @KingKevinBeats with a Z. Website www.kingkevinbeats.com. 2020, we going crazy, man.
Yeah, that.
What's up, doggy? What's up? What's up, doggy? How you doing, doggy? How you doing? How you doing? That's a good doggy. That's a good doggy. That's a good doggy, yeah.
Say what's up, GG?
Little GG, what's up?
Say hey to the world.
Right there.
Say thank you, Swish.
Yeah, I'm a jokester, man. I got my Wi-Fi's FBI monitoring, man. You know, I like trolling people, making fun. You know, that's how I am, man. I love having fun. You know?
FBI. Hey, that's what they do.
Hey, look, everybody! Kevin's back!
Double O world, nigga. Set life for your life. Set. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Double O world. Hey. Whoa. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Gelato and cooking my bad wood. I just poured a phone on Sprite. Just another day to catch a play. Oh, what a beautiful day in the neighborhood. 1,000 peas and bad woods. Another young nigga catching play.
On this episode, we have the talented, man. This brother been doing this thing for a minute, man. He been putting in work, you know, with all the greats, man. Without further ado, I would like to welcome my brother King Kevin Beats.
What's going on, y'all, man? It's a pleasure to be here, you know. I'm happy. New year, 2020, new decade, new beginnings, you know, great accomplishments on the way. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Goals, nothing but goals set up for 2020, you know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. Facts.
Yeah, we definitely getting it in, man. You've been getting it in for a minute, man. Tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Well, man, my name is King Kevin Beats on Instagram with a Z. My real name is Kevin. I've been producing since December 2011. You know, I came up during the Lex Luger era of beats. You know, Lex and Southside, they showed us a different wave of how to cook up in FL Studios, and it just made it like enjoyable to watch, man. I wanted to be a part of that experience. So ever since 2011, I've been making beats, man, and just networking with as many people as possible and perfecting my craft and becoming the best version of me.
Dope. And so you based out of Atlanta? You from Atlanta? All that good stuff?
Yeah, based out of Atlanta, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah. That's what they do, man. That's where all the talent is. This is where all the talent is, man. If you want to make it in the industry, you have to come here. You know what I mean? It's almost like how New York was, you know, back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
They had a stronghold too, bro.
Right. But I guess all coasts has had their stronghold, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, it's dope, man. So how'd you come up with the name King Kevin?
Man, it's actually a funny story, man. So back in the day, I used to play Xbox 360, man. That was the golden days of gaming when Halo 3 was out, you know, Modern Warfare 2 with the quick scopes, Call of Duty World at War with the Nazi zombies, man. I can go on and on, man. But it was just a great
gamer.
Yeah,
gamer. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. But I ended up getting my account hacked, man, by some guy based out of England. And it had my mama credit card on there too. Now I think about it, bro. And yeah, that one hurt because you know back in the day when Xbox Live was hard to get, bro. You had to have like the little 2-day passes, so you be hitting your boys up. You know, hey yo man, can you send me your pass? Give me a code so I can get on for 2 days. You know, that was the struggle times. But I had that good setup where my mama had that monthly renewal subscription going. Man, I had the perfect setup. But I ended up getting like some weird message, and then I was playing a game of Nazi zombies. And then I just seen my account like just disappear, bro. And it was like, I tried to log back in. This man changed the password, changed like everything about my account, changed the name. So I had to call up Microsoft, told them what was going on. He charged my mama card up, but they ended up refunding her back that money he charged. Yeah. But yeah, he charged it up. But I told Microsoft they investigated it and they ended up IP banning his email address, not his email address, but his Xbox, his whole IP, my bad. His whole internet service, like that IP banned him. He couldn't get on Xbox Live for nothing. And so, yeah, he changed my account to Matt Knox, and I was like, yo, like, what is a Matt Knox?
Yeah, who's this guy? This isn't me.
Yeah, bro, just something totally off the wall. So I was like, man, I can't get jiggy with this right here. So I just went ahead and just switched the account name to King Kevin, man. They kept saying, I was like, yo, I'm the king of quickscope, so I was like, man, my name Kevin. They was like, yeah, you should call yourself King Kevin. I was like, all right, bet, because we had a little clan back in there. That's when gaming was serious.
Right,
so, yeah, I changed the name to King Kevin, bro, and then I just stuck with it ever since.
Dope. The king, that's alright, man. That's dope, man. That's a dope name for beat making, too.
Appreciate it, man.
You definitely gotta watch out for these scammers, though, too, man. These scammers are, like, at a whole nother level out here now, man.
Yeah.
So, I can only imagine, man. Especially online, you gotta watch all that stuff, man. It's crazy. I mean, niggas is really like making a career out of scamming.
Bro, it's sad, bro. It's crazy.
I know.
You see the Vice episodes, bro? Like people who make a living like that.
Yes.
They be making a killing like that, bro. It's crazy. You gotta protect yourself, man.
You got to. It's cool that they was able to refund the money back, though. I know you got that ass whoop. Mama would have whooped that ass.
You already know, bro. Hashtag growing up black.
Yeah,
for real.
For real. You do not mess with a mama credit card, nor her money.
Facts, man.
That belt coming out quick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So how'd you get started with beat making?
Man, it actually started back like in 2011. In December 2011, I came up during the Lex Luger era, man. That's like Lex Luger and Southside showed us like a whole different type of wave of cooking up beats, man. So I was always intrigued, man, especially by that particular episode where Lex made the beat at 15 minutes. That one was like, bro, that was like a golden moment for me. I was like, yo, like, bro, this is hard, man. So ever since then, like my homeboy had an instance of FL Studios on my laptop, and I still got that laptop to this day. So all my first beats, about everything how I started, like I still got it documented, bro. Literally my first beat, I got it.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man. So I ended up making beat, like, you know, learning how to sample from my boy Cam, and then
Cam was one of your fellow producers.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give you his Instagram so you can shout him out. His name DJ Killer C now, man. So
okay. Shout out Killer C.
Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Killer, man.
Yeah, man, on the cook up, man. And so that's how you developed your sound, just a little bit of Lex Luger, a little bit of just your own flavor, just mixed in when 808, when Southside and everybody was cooking up.
Yeah, man. My favorite producer back then was actually Drummer Boy too. So like, I ended up learning how to cook, the type of style like Lex did, but kind of put like a Drummer Boy flavor on it, man, because I was heavy on like the Memphis tip of music, like Juicy J and 3 6 Mafia and all of them, man. And I ended up linking up with my homeboy, like getting deeper into music with my homeboy Tootie P. I think his Instagram name is SG Tootie. And he was actually like deeper in the game. Like my freshman year, like he was already making beats for people in high school. Like he was pretty much like the production man. You know, he records you. You know, he also rapped and he also made beats. Yeah. So you know, I was kicking it with him. You know, since my freshman year in high school. You know, started learning, and then I ended up getting introduced to my other homeboy Mert. And we ended up they had an old spot off of in Covington off of Highway 36, man. And like everybody used to just come over there, you know, rap. You know, come up, cook beats up, you know, just chop it up. Everybody who, you know, went to Alcovey in the East Side High School, we chill over there, you know?
Yeah, Man, that's all right, man. It ain't nothing like, you know, having a crew that you can, you know, put something together with, man, and come up with, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A lot of times, you know, when we do get older, you know, a lot of crews do break up or branch off, really, you know, never break up. But the lessons and the styles and the skills and the techniques, you know, they all, you know, rub off on to each other, you know what I mean? And which makes your own style, you know, so that's dope, man. That's dope. You've been cooking up since middle school, high school,
yeah,
right?
High school. Yeah, man, high school, dog.
Yeah, that's dope. And so, do you still use FL Studio or?
Yeah, man. I started out with the first instance of FL Studio I ever had was FL Studio 9. But like my homeboy Cam and my cousin Emmanuel, they used to cook up on my laptop with the older version. Like I would watch them cook up, but I ain't never dabble into it. I ain't get involved until FL 10, and then after FL 10, I stayed with FL 11 for a while. And honestly, I thought I was gonna never switch because you know a lot of people complain about that FL 12 jump. Yeah. Like that software. I hate that one.
What was it? What was it about the FL 12 that you hated?
Man, it just changed the whole process of cooking up, bro. Like it's like I had to learn a whole new software again. I tried that. I didn't really enjoy that experience. I tried that with Machine, and it's like, don't get me wrong, it's great software, but I learned on FL Studio, so I'm more comfortable driving this ship, you know.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Man, straight up, man.
But yeah, they brought back the feel of FL11 because I switched over from Windows to Mac. Yeah. And so now I'm on FL20, but FL20 is honestly a smoother version of FL11. It's like perfected.
For Mac?
Yeah, for Mac.
Okay, okay, dope. What made you switch over to Mac?
Man, my cousin at @light_rain, Caleb, he made me switch. He's a very techie guy, and he also works for Apple. So through him, I'm able to, you know, get equipment and all that good stuff. And he always put me on the best deals and, you know, the best type of software, hardware I need to be using to, you know, function from day to day. Yeah. Running smoothly, you know?
Yeah. It is. It definitely is, man. So do you feel like you basically mastered FL Studio or cooking up?
I would say, like, you know, I know for a fact I put in over 10,000 hours, but I wouldn't consider myself a master just because, like, I have a student-like mentality. I always want to learn more and go to the next level. I don't ever want to try to put a cap or ceiling on my game. I just always want to keep elevating. So, like, there's still stuff in FL Studio that I'm finding out to this day that I'm adding to my game, you know. But as far as making a hit, yes, I can make a hit in FL Studios with the skills that I've learned over the years.
Okay. Tell us a story about music that you've experienced or been in that really touched you, man.
Okay, one moment that touched me musically on how, like, it's not even necessarily more about the music, but more so of, like, the business side of how you carry yourself in front of people. So I was actually getting ready to go to Austin, Texas, and it was April 2018. It's my first flight too. Me and my cousin Light Rain. We were gonna
Southwest.
Man, we actually didn't get a chance to go there, man. We just was going because he was actually planning to move out there, so he was kind of scouting the area.
Right. Austin is a new area, up and coming area.
Yeah, so we was gonna go out there, you know, scout the area, and we actually was like, yo, we need to see what we need to do to get to South by Southwest, so we can, you know, pre-plan ahead to get there. But back to the story, man. We was in the airport, and I ended up running into DJ Esco, bro, from Future Dude, his DJ. And so like when I came up to him, I approached him, you know, I was like, hey, what's going on? I'm King Kevin, you know, I make beats and stuff. And, you know, he was like, cool. You know, he was just, you know, asking me for like all this information on where's your card, your business card at, or like what's your Instagram. You know, at the time I didn't have no business card, you know, I didn't have no physical, you know, substance to give to something tangible to give to him to let him know what my production art is. And then my Instagram, like, this was a bad mistake, bro. If you're in the music realm, period, like you don't even have to be a producer. If you're a rapper or you're a producer or you do anything music related, make sure your Instagram profile is on public, bro. You're doing music. You want to be seen by the world. You have to make yourself available to the public. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a hobby, bro. It's just gonna stay where it is. So I learned from that day, like, you know, I gave him my Instagram, but of course, you know, he ain't check it out. He ducked off because, you know, he's influential enough. Everybody named Mama trying to say something to him. But after that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna step my game up. Like, next time I come up to somebody with power, like, they gonna respect me. Like, I'm gonna have my stuff together. Like, I'm gonna make sure, here, I got this, and this is who I am. If you ain't got the time to check me out, cool. Here's my card. Here's my music. You know, check it out when you get the chance. Have a nice day.
Right. That leads me to my next question, man. And so since then, you've been not only networking, but you've been cooking up, you know, with all types of producers, man.
Mm-hmm.
And just, you know, from networking, from meeting people, your business has risen high, man. How is it, you know, even getting your music critiqued by anybody, like Sony Digital, and because I seen some you know, some footage of you in the lab with them, man.
Yeah.
And that was dope.
Yeah, man. Man, it was an awesome experience, man. Honestly, bro, for me to get to that position, to get the beat critique, man, I had to show myself approved, man. I really, cause
What'd you do?
They man, they did a producer grind for it, man. They did a different type of movement, man. Shout out to producer grind, man.
Shout out producer grind.
But yeah, they had it set up to where instead of where everybody, like all the producers come up with and, you know, get the aux chord and play all the beats, and then, you know, people get tired of listening to beats, like 100,000 beats in a day, bro. You gonna get drained. Like I would get drained. So instead of that, they made us all get in the groups of the producers, you know, like raw cook up with somebody you don't know. Let's see what, you know, happens. And so, man, I had like, before I came, like I had like did a pre-cook up, like I had tracked it out, like already, you know, had the midis, and like I was like, hey, you know, I got a foundation started for us, you know, y'all guys can add on to it. And I had my MacBook, man, and on my MacBook I run I think it's called partition called Parallels, and so like I was able to swap off from Parallels to from Mac side to Windows, and I still was able to use FL because FL for Mac the full version didn't drop at the time. And so like, you know, I tracked it out. I made sure I listened to all the stems. I was like, I made sure I had all the midis right. I was like, okay, I'm good to go. Man, I got to the computer. Parallels ain't want to launch. That hurt me, bro. That hurt me. It ain't want to launch.
You already had the cook ready.
Yeah, had the cook ready, bro. Like ready, bro. It was going, and there was some hard cook-ups too, bro. Like I was hurt because I was like, man, like I was like spent all this time getting prepared just to like not be prepared, you know. And so eventually, like after we started my computer X amount of times, I got it to finally launch, you know. And like my MacBook, like when it runs Windows, it starts acting a little janky. Like you don't want to charge, you want to like the RAM want to start slowing down, all that. But yeah, I ended up trying to like drag and drop the loop inside FL, and I didn't want to play it. I was like, bro, what is going on? I dropped it in Edison, it was just like blank. I was like, bro, ain't no way, because I listened to it before I left. Like I know this, like bro, I triple checked. Like I made sure I was right before I left. How is this happening? Like bro, it's the worst case of Murphy's Law. I swear it was, bro. So I was like, all right, bet. Well, worst case scenario, I still got the midis. Wrong. I dragged the MIDI inside of FL. That was still, I was like, oh my God, bro, like everything wrong was conspiring against me, man. So I ended up like, I was like, bro, I'm not going, you know, like time was dwindling down because we only had an hour to cook up. So I was like, bro, I'm not going to like get my time to shine like just because I ain't prepared or like something trying to compromise me, you know, conspire against me. So I was like, all right, bro, I had like something I was already working on, just loaded it up. I was like, bro, bump it, like just let me drive the boat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get us right. You know, got the cook-ups done, you know, mixed them as best as I could at the time, laid them out, you know, boom, exported it. by the time I was doing that cook up, I knew it was hard. Like, I let everybody listen to us. Like, hey, y'all agree, boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Everybody was like, yeah, we rocking with this one. We still had like another 15 minutes left. I was like, shoot. I was like, bro, we was worried about being behind. Now we kind of ahead of the game. I was like, man, let's go ahead and surprise these guys and like, you know, show them we doing a little effort, do something extra. Loaded up another pre-cook up I did. Boom, did the same thing. Mixed it, laid it out, exported, boom. Had 2 cook-ups ready for the presentation. So we all, yeah, man. So we all getting ready, man. Me and my boy Jeff and D Money. And I forgot the other dude's name. If I find his Instagram, I'll give it to you too. But yeah, me and my boy Jeff and D Money, we all getting ready, you know. I named the group too. I named the group Schizophrenic Sounds, you know, something a little different, add a little catch to it.
Right.
So yeah, they ended up calling us up, man.
How many of it was y'all in the group?
It was 4 of us, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one cat from California. I can't remember his name. My bad, dog. But I'm giving you Instagram. But yeah, it was 4 of us in the group, man.
And y'all just met them just out of the blue? Just
it was straight random. Like it was like random, dog. It's like Battle Royale style, man. You just throwing up in there. Best man standing.
Was their stuff loading up and, you know what I'm saying, tracked out and everything?
I mean, like, it didn't work like that, man. It was just me, you know? It didn't work like it's like we wanted to, bro, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta improvise, man, on the spot.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But that's the beauty of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, they ended up calling us up, man. There's like Schizophrenic Sounds come up, and then I come up there, and the light skinned dude from Producer Grind. I know your name.
What was this event Producer Grind had?
Producer Grind 4. So pretty much, they do their events like in numerical order. So like,
right.
I'm not sure which number they're on now. They're probably like on 8 or 9.
Right.
But they'll have like a get together of producers and like, you know, platinum producers will come through, like special guests.
Right.
And it's just a way to get like producers together and network and learn more about the music industry and learn more about like producing, music production, all that good stuff. Like, it's a great networking event. Like, I took some gems, got some
like
contacts.
the event we went to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I get up there, like they call us up, man, and they got the light skinned guy from Producer Grind. I can't remember his name right now. I know your name, but I can't remember your name right now. Sorry about that. But yeah, him. Then it's Sunny Digital, then Chop Squad DJ, and then Young Chop. And I'll never forget, bro, cause like Young Chop, he a jumpster too. He a cool cat too, man. He was like, oh man, we got Morion on the beats. Cause I had my braids and stuff, man. He called me a Morion, man. Yeah, he lucky, man. I couldn't join him like I wanted to, man. Yeah.
Artists are cooking up nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, Cassidy, you seen Cassidy?
Man,
cook up?
Cass, I love you as a rapper, dog.
Hey, shout out to the producers, though. We feel you.
Yeah,
well, they feel you.
Yeah. Shout out to Cass, man. Keep working, dog. Like, it's gonna turn into something even greater, man.
Oh yeah, he looked like a platinum producer, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I love his energy, dog. Like, I love his craft. That's what I respect the most, bro. Yeah. Like, he don't care what nobody say, dog. He doing him, and he part of it. Yeah, he believe
part
it.
Of the craft.
Yeah, you learn a lot from him, man. Like, confidence starts from within. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Back to Young Chop. You know, he's doing this slight little roasting and stuff, bro. And then we got Sunny Digital up there, Chop Squad, and the dude from Producer Grind. So yeah, like I played the first beat, and like automatically it's just like a unique like silence in the room, like niggas is looking up in the sky, like, cause at first I started the beat. I can play the beat for you too. I started the beat off with this like synth from Honestsphere, bro. And people was like, bro, what is that sound? Like, what is that? So yeah, I ended up playing that, and once they heard the beat drop, they was like, yeah, bro, like this jump hard. And I was like, yeah, I got another beat. Is it cool if I play this for you? You know? Like I asked them, I just went ahead and do it, cause some people was like just like kind of trying to bogart it. I was like doing stuff.
Just throwing stuff on them.
Yeah, like I was you know, being polite, asking for, you know, permission. You know, there's people of higher caliber, so you know you want to, you know, carry yourself a certain way. So you know, I asked them, I was like, yo, is it cool if I play another beat? He's like, yeah, go ahead and play it, bro. I played it, and they all rocking, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Young Chop was like, okay. He's like, yeah, I liked it, bro. He was like, I like to use a different snare, and then, you know, they all bouncing. So, you know, after everybody done played the beats, beats, you know. There was like some good beats in it too, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it's some real good heat up in there. There's some whack ones, but there's some real good heat too, man. And so like, they made us like take a little lunch break. You know, we all go mingle, get some pizza and that and third. You know, they come back, they choose 2 groups. I forgot the other group name. It was like, can we get such and such? And then, can we get a schizophrenic sound to the front? Y'all going to the back. I was like, what? I was like, yeah. I mean, kind of like, you know, deep down inside, I was like, bro, I got a great possibility of winning this because I know these beats is hard, bro. Like, I know they gonna hear it. Like, they gonna remember. So, yeah, once I got that, I was like, man, bet, man. Like, we all get a chance to, you know, mingle, network with the producers in the background. They call us to the back. There was like a little private studio back there. And, like, then we just all each took turns passing the aux.
Where's y'all at?
I forgot the name of the studio. It was yeah, it was in downtown Atlanta. Like I think it's on the flyer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's on the flyer for producers around the court.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could look at it and let you know, 'cause I'm pretty sure you've been down there. It's a popular studio. But yeah, man, got called to the back, and I was like, I debated which beats I want to play for him. So I had ended up making like it's real hard because at the time I was so.
So wait. So you made 2 more fresh?
No. Like this. Well, I was telling you a story about it. The beat's already done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now y'all in the back, let them.
Yeah. Listen to our music, man.
Yeah.
So I had like some beats that I had like, you know, mixed and made like probably like a week before, 2 weeks before, and like it was hard hookups. And at the time too, my fraternity brother Devon, bro, he Kappa out the side.
Okay, Kappa, what's happening?
Yeah, let's go. Shout out to bros.
Yes, sir. Shout out, bro.
My fraternity brother Kyrie, man, he was like, yeah, man, I always knew he sung R&B. He had a great voice. You know, he was always into music. You know, and I always catch him on Instagram live doing his thing with music. And so like he had checked me out for on Instagram and saw my bio. He's like, oh, you from San China? He's like, oh, bro, you do music too? And we ended up getting linked up. And so long story short, like he ended up introducing me to his brother, which is my main artist right now. At Set Life, we making music, we going dumb. It's crazy.
You need that artist, bro, man. I tell every producer, man, they need them a Gucci man. You know what I'm saying? They need them a, you know what I'm saying? They need them a Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? They need them artists, you know, that they rock with from day one.
Yeah.
That's when the magic will happen.
Yeah, man. So yeah, ended up like he ended up like introducing me, put me on to his brother, like he let me hear his stuff, and like, you know, he real, you know, trapped out, but not like he like a smooth type of trap. Like his cadences, everything is on point. But anyway, ended up he was like, yo, I need some beats, bro. We in the studio right now. You got anything you can send me? I was like, yeah, I got you. Those 2, one of those 2 beats that I had cooked up that week before, I had sent it to him. I got the song too. I can play that for you too. And I ended up calling the beat My Drip. And like at the time, I was like, bro, I'm so adamant against using this Beethoven 808, bro. I was like, bro, I'm not about to like use this man 808. Like I'm more focused on my style.
Man, why not? I mean,
I see. Listen, I had to learn, man. I had to learn. See, like the thing is, like, I heard everybody doing it.
Oh, at the time.
Yeah, but everybody ain't doing it how I do it. Like,
right.
You know, you can have a tool, but you know, 2 people use it 2 different ways. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's just paying homage. I feel. But yeah.
Yeah, man. So I ended up making the beat with that heavy hitting Beethoven 808, bro, and like it was hard too. Like it was slow, but like it was one of those slow beats that got you rocking and make you think it's fast, bro, just cause the bounce of it. And so like I ended up playing that beat for Sunny Digital, like all of them, bro. And I'm, like as soon as they like started, like as soon as I played it, everybody just rocking back and forth, jumping. Like, yeah, man, like this shit hard. Sunny Digital rapping to me. He's like, you see it on video. He's like, hey, bro. He's like, hey, bro, send me that beat, bro. Like, he's like, text me that beat, bro.
He rapping now.
Yeah,
he rapping now.
Yeah. I mess with Sunny Digital raps too, man.
I like his album.
Yeah, man. For sure, man. Shout out to Sunny Digital, dog.
Shout out. Gotta get him on the beat basement too.
Yeah, for sure, man. He real cool, man. I chopped it up with him a couple times, man. That's a real cool dude, man. Appreciate you, bro. Learned a lot from you. But yeah, man, ended up playing that beat, bro. They rocking to it. Chop Squad dude come like, hey man, this is like, who made this beat? This motherfucker hard right here. And I was like, yeah, I made this beat right here. They was like, oh yeah. He was like, it's all on video, man. That jump made me feel good too, bro.
It does, man.
Yeah, so yeah.
When
Man.
people hear your music, period, you know what I'm saying, and they rock with it as hard as they do, man, it's that's really, you know, all the hard work, all the, you know, everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put into it, man, paying off.
Yeah, and then the second beat, bro, I had ended up mixing too. I played that for them, and it was actually like, I played something different. I was like, yo, I'm gonna play y'all something different just because I know nobody ain't on this wave. So I played them a beat with like some jazz in there, bro. And the crazy part about that beat is I ended up getting a placement with that beat with a little flip in my dog K, through my dog K-Bird, man. Shout out to K-Bird, man. Rock with you the long way, for real. Yeah, K-Bird ended up getting me a placement with a little flip on that beat, dog. And yeah, man, I was ecstatic for that too.
That's dope. That's dope. How do you feel about creating your own wave? How do you feel about just making your own sound or your own wave, apart from what's, you know, popular now?
Man, I feel like, dog, in order to survive in this music game, you gotta have your own identity. You can't be a Zaytoven because there's already a Zaytoven, and he's the only one that can do his craft the way he does it, you know? So, and plus, like, I'm all for, like, being, like, number one, innovative, creative. Like, I'm a go-getter, dog. Like, I don't want to copy nobody else. Not because I don't think your style not good, but just because I want my own, bro. Like, when it comes to my music, I'm selfish. Like, I want to be known for me, you know? So I just got to become the best version of me. And, like, I take up after Pharrell and Jay Dilla. And those are my favorite producers, you know? Like, all time. And I got a Mamba-like mentality. Kobe Bryant, my favorite player, man. Rest in peace, man.
R.I.P. Kobe, man.
R.I.P. So that's
And
just my
his daughter
mentality.
and everybody else, man.
Rest in peace to everyone affected by that unfortunate incident, man.
Yeah, but it gave us that mentality, like you said, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have that mentality.
Yeah.
But like you said, your sound, everything is you. You know what I'm saying? You can, and that's the thing about being genuine and being real to yourself. You can hear the difference, even if y'all making the same type of trap music or, you know, jazz or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can always depict who sounds like what when they have their own flavor in it. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, y'all heard it here first, man. Still dropping gems, man.
For sure. First interview, man. I'm ecstatic, man. Thank you, bro. I can't thank you enough.
Hey, that's all good, man. Thank you, man, for the love of this, for the love of it, man. That's
for sure.
Hey,
I'm passionate about it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. You know.
Yeah. I see it, man. Okay, since we talking about love, man, I know it's February, Valentine's Day month, man, and what do you do you love making beats as much as you love like a family member or a companion or, you know, someone else?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, man. Simple fact, man. When you like at your lowest of times, your darkest of times, man, like music was there for me, bro. And like music is, a lot of my stuff comes from emotion, you know. So, you know, like I said, it was there when, you know, at times when people wasn't, you know.
Right.
And so that's why I grew accustomed to loving music. I'm not just making beats. Like, I love music, everything music.
Yeah. Tell us something romantic you would do. You know, something, you know, for the V-Day, Valentine's Day. Tell us something romantic you did for your loved one, man.
Man, something romantic I did.
Man. For the V-Day.
Okay, this was back when I was in college dating when me and my girlfriend first started dating. And I was going to Valdosta at the time. And she stayed on the south side of Atlanta in Camp Creek. And so, like, you know, we was just getting to know each other, you know, the basics, like, oh, what's your favorite food, you know, oh, you right-handed, you left-handed, you know, who's your favorite team, you know, stuff like this. So, of course, like, my girlfriend, she's, like, you know, the unicorn, the different one out the bunch. And I was like, yo, baby, I was like, what's your favorite color? And she was like, I don't have a favorite color. I'm like, oh, yo, what you mean you ain't got no favorite color? She's like, I don't know, I just can't choose, you know, like, I like them all, I don't have no favorite color. I was like, you know, me being a crafty thinker I am, like, I was like, all right, bet. You ain't got no favorite color. Boom. Valentine's Day comes up, bro. I order some flowers and get them sent to her house, right? Of course, a typical woman, she gonna be expecting like probably some sunflowers, some regular red roses or something. Nah, not me, Chief. So, man, she opened that box up, bruh. She see these very exotic behind flowers, these tie-dye roses, like every petal, like literally everything is just a different color, man. And on the note, I said, since you couldn't choose a favorite color, I got you them all.
The women listening to this gonna love that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. What is your idea of love? And wait, let me ask you, when did you fall in love with music?
Man, honestly, probably since I was a little kid, man. I mean, most black families, they all got somebody who's music oriented, or everybody in their family related to music. You know, black people, you know, it's Black History Month. Black people, we all about rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, we all about feel good, you know, moving around. So I say I've been feeling music since I was a little kid. You know, my dad used to play drums and clarinet and different instruments like that, and everybody in my family could sing except for me. But but I always had that ear, man. I always knew what sounded good. So yeah, it started from birth, man. It's from within, man. It's a God-given talent.
Yeah. What is since we talking about Black History now, how do you feel about Black History happening a month, and how do you feel about Black History?
Man, it's important, man, to remember Black history, because, you know, we all we got at the end of the day, bro. We don't need nobody to portray Martin Luther King to be white in 70 years, bro. It's important that we learn where we come from, man. I'm a huge advocate for Black history. I'm in a fraternity, you know, based off of Black history. They were created on a campus that was a PWI. The only fraternity out of the Divine Nine created at a PWI.
Let them know what the PWI is.
Predominantly White Institute. So at the time, you know, it's just nothing but white people on campus, and, you know, create a Kappa Alpha Psi, if you know, develop greater men. But honestly, too, I kind of feel some type of way about the month as well, man, because I know, like, the history, like, from talking with older people, you know, the older generation learned that, like, Black History Month used to actually be Black History Week. And it didn't become a month until after the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King.
We shouldn't even have no month, man. It should just be Black History, just all year long. You know
Man, I agree.
Every year.
Yeah, man, I agree.
We're part of history, period.
Period, man. Like, we're kings and queens. We were mathematicians and scientists, all that, man.
Yeah, inventors, everything.
Everything, man. A lot of these ideas that we have right now come from us. Like, we created them.
Yeah, we made pretty much U.S. just as much as anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. It's built off of our people's backs and hard labor, blood, sweat, and tears, man. You know, we built this country.
Yeah.
And I also feel some type of way about Black History Month being the shortest month of the year, man. You know, like. And
they taking credit for everything that we've helped establish. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, can we get a full 30 days? Like, where's my 40 acres
interview? Right. Don't cut it in half. Do not cut it in half. Do not cut it in half. But yeah, man. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. Let's switch it out. Let's switch it up a little bit, man. What's your favorite instrument?
The piano. Oh, man, let me let you finish, my bad.
Oh, no, you did. You play the piano?
Man, I actually just started learning to play the piano, and shout out to my boy Jeff Starts, man. His Instagram is @Jeff_Starts, man. Appreciate you big time.
Shout out.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the guys that was in my group at the Producer Grind event, man. And ever since then, we've been locked in real tight, bro. That's my brother, man. Much love coming from your boy Kev, man.
Yeah.
But I learned from my boy Jeff. He actually played piano from at a church, bro. And it's crazy how quick, like, he taught me what I know. He pretty much gave me the sheet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it for you real quick.
Okay. He just gave you different tips, or just told you to pick it up?
So what he did, he gave me like all the scales and stuff to go practice. And so I learned each individual scale one by one.
Can we get that? Can you?
Yeah, I ain't gonna share all the sauce. But yeah, here goes some scales, man. Take a picture, man. You know what I'm saying? Learn that.
Dope.
It's important. Learn these scales, and after I learned the scales, I kind of like music's become easier to learn, like stay in tune with it. Like I can't say like there are some slip ups where I hear like a loop or something and I'm not able to play along with it because I don't know like minor chords and stuff. But for the most part, I can keep up with what's
by
going
ear.
on. Yeah, by ear, and it helped out a lot.
That's dope, man. That's dope. What sets you apart?
Man, I'm creative, man. I just got a different way of doing things. Like, I'm that guy, like, say for example, you go on in FL and you hear like a weird, awkward loop, and you're like, bro, I'm about to use this joint trash. Like, this joint garbage. I can't make a hit with this. And I'm the guy that comes around, take that same loop you thought was trash, you skipped over, and I'm gonna flip it, I'm gonna make it my own, I'm gonna turn it into something hard. He'd be like, how'd you do this? You remember those same weird sounds and atmosphere you skipping over, them same weird loops you was skipping over, all those weird samples?
I use it.
Yeah, I use it, bro. I use it and I made them hard, bro.
Dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Dope, man. Where do you draw the line between, you know, a complex beat or just making something, you know, making a simple one?
I mean, music, man, for me, it's felt, bro. Like, I know I get it. Like, a lot of people make beats in 5-10 minutes. Granted, which I can, but that's not my thing, bro. I really legit, like, I take my time with my music, simple or not. Like, I take my time. I do like lots of intricate stuff. Like, I treat my music like it's a child, bro. Like, it's my creation. Like, whether it's a throwaway or not, I still put my touch on it and, you know, do my little thing to it and make it sound unique to me. Yeah.
That's all right, man. What's one thing you would tell the listeners? What's one thing the kids that you could tell them, you know, to motivate them to push?
Consistency is key, man. If you want anything in life, you gotta go after it. If something that you want doesn't become your obsession, then you will never have it. Like, you gotta be obsessed about it. You gotta genuinely want it. Like, it's a marathon. Like Nipsey the Great, man. Rest in peace. One of my favorite artists.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to Nipsey, man. It's a marathon, man. It's not a little 100-meter dash. Like, it's a marathon. You gotta be in it for the bumps and bruises. Like, all the obstacles that come along with it. If you genuinely love it, if you genuinely passionate about it, you won't give up on it.
No. And you'll love those bumps and bruises, man, in the long run.
Definitely, they make you who you are.
Yep. What's one thing that listeners should know about you?
Man, I make great music, man, and everything that I do, I take my time on it. I believe in quality over quantity, man, and I try to reinvent myself, like, every time I open up FL Studios, man. So just know, like, if you listen to anything I made, just know I put my time and effort into it. Like, excuse my language, but I ain't do no bullshit. I ain't half-ass it. Like, you know, I put pride in my music. You know, I take pride in this, and I'm very passionate in what I do. So if you hear anything from me, just know I took my time and I made it the best way I could. Well, the best way I can.
Yeah. 2020 goals?
2020 goals, man. Do this full time. Yeah. Do music full time.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man. Tell the listeners, excuse me. Tell the listeners where they can reach you, how they can get in touch with you, how they can get your beats, all that good stuff.
Got you, man. You can follow me on Instagram at King Kevin Beats with a Z. My email is kingkevinbeats with a Z @gmail.com. My website is www.kingkevinbeats.com. And my YouTube is also King Kevin. And yeah, man, you can find me and hit me up on any of those platforms. And I'm very responsive. I'll definitely get back to you. Hey, listen to me now, man. I'm going to take off, dog. I don't know when it's going to be. I'm shooting to make it this year, man. Real talk. So you better try to get them beats for the low while you can. That's all I'm going to say.
On the real. You do look like Omari, too.
It's all good, man. They say that.
The beats is definitely going on, man.
For sure, man.
Yeah. Well, it's the cook-up. Time for the cook-up. We need that Black History Month / Valentine's Day / put your love in it, put your sauce on it type beat.
Let's get it.
Let's do it. You need me to move it?
You should be straight, but just the wires. So yeah, this you still talking or am I?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's still good.
Okay. So yeah, this right here is a beat that me and my boy at Jeff_starts collabed on. I just put like the final touches on it as far as like the mixing and getting the beat right, sound right. So I'm gonna lay it out for y'all. But this what it sound like.